So I've noticed a bunch of videos trying to explain why modern day movies suck. Why do comic book movies suck? Why do modern day action movies suck? Why are all of these big budget movies suck? Why do all of these AAA movies suck? And I'm listening to their analysis of why they think it is. And I'm noticing that everybody talking about this problem are not mentioning the actual core problem involved in why modern day movies suck, why these big budget movies suck. And that's because you're the reason. The modern day audience, those of you who watch movies, who go out and watch the movies, you're the reason modern day movies suck. And that's the reason these YouTubers never actually bring it up, because they're not going to call out their audience and explain to their audience how it's their audience that their audience is the reason modern day movies suck. I, on the other hand, don't give a rat's ass about calling you out, so I will actually explain why you, the audience, are the reason modern day movies suck. And this is how. We'll take two movies, movie A and movie B. Now, both of these movies are big budget Hollywood movies, whether they're big budget action movies, sci-fi, comic book, whatever. They're both big budget Hollywood movies. Now, because they're both big budget Hollywood movies, they both suck, right? Because all big budget Hollywood movies suck, remember? Yet for some reason, you were able to enjoy and like movie A. Well, how is that possible? How can you possibly have enjoyed movie A, seeing as how it's a big budget Hollywood movie that sucks and is full of problems and is full of stupid? Here's your reasoning. This isn't me making this up. This isn't me thinking that this is the reason. This is the reason you guys have established as to why you are able to like movie A, even though it's a big budget Hollywood movie that sucks and is full of problems and is full of stupid. And that is, just turn your brain off. That's all you gotta do. Just turn your brain off, ignore all of the problems, ignore all of the stupid, and just enjoy the movie for what it is. That's it. That's it. Well, wait a minute. Well, if that's all it takes to be able to enjoy movie A, well, why don't you just do that to movie B? Just do what you did for movie A to be able to enjoy the movie and enjoy it for what it is, a brain dead stupid movie that sucks, and just do that with movie B. Again, this is your reasoning. This is your explanation. This isn't me making this up. This isn't me thinking this is the reason. The reasoning is you just decided not to. You chose not to turn your brain off. You chose not to ignore the stupid. You chose not to ignore the problems. And you chose not to enjoy the movie for what it is. That is literally the basis on how you decide on whether or not you like or do not like a movie. It's not because of the story or the plot or the acting or the cinematography or the soundtrack or the pacing. All of that is smoke and mirrors. All of that is bullshit. Because you do not go watch a big budget Hollywood movie for the story or the plot, because you do not give a rat's ass about the story or the plot. That isn't even in your top 10 list of why you go see a big budget Hollywood movie. Don't tell me that you went to go see Jurassic World Rebirth because of the story or the plot or the acting. Bullshit. You all went to go see Jurassic World Rebirth because you wanted to see dinosaurs and you wanted to see all of the stupid based action scenes that you would get in these Jurassic World movies. The whole Jurassic World franchise. Don't tell me that you went to go see any of the Jurassic World movies for the story or the plot or the acting or the cinematography. Bullshit. You went to go see those Jurassic World movies because you wanted to see dinosaurs and you wanted to see all of the stupid based action scenes that you would get with the dinosaurs. Take the Fast and Furious movies. The last five Fast and Furious movies. Don't tell me that you went to go see the last five Fast and Furious movies because of the story or the plot. Don't tell me the last five Fast and Furious movies pulled in all that money because of how great the story or the plot was. What was it? I think it was either number 7 or number 8. One of those movies made over $1 billion. I can't remember which one. Don't tell me that one of the Fast and Furious movies made over $1 billion because of how great the story or the plot was. Those movies made all of the money that they made because you went to go see those movies to see all of the stupid based action scenes that were in that movie. Avatar 2, The Way of Water, made over $2 billion. Why? Because of how great the story and the plot was? Shut the hell up, you bullshit artist. I mean, I should make a video talking about Avatar 2, Way of Water, because Avatar 2, Way of Water is the only movie I can think of that is actually a filler movie, where the ending of the movie actually invalidates everything that happened throughout the movie. Avatar 2, Way of Water is actually irrelevant. You could literally go from Avatar, the first movie, skip the second movie, go to the third movie, and you wouldn't miss anything. So no, don't tell me you give a rat's ass about story or plot. It has absolutely no relevance to you. The Barbie movie made over $1 billion. Why? Because of how great the story and the plot was and how good the acting was? Shut the hell up, you bullshit artist. You have, what was it? Shawshank Redemption. So considered one of the modern day cinematic classic movies of modern day. Some of the best, an amazing story, an amazing plot, amazing characters, great acting, didn't even pull in 100 million. Didn't even pull in 100 million. Oh, so wait, let me see if I get this straight. The Barbie movie is like 100 times better than Shawshank Redemption? Like the story and the plot of the Barbie movie is like 1,000 times better than the story and the plot of Shawshank Redemption. Shut the hell up, you bullshit artists. You do not watch these movies for the story or the plot. You don't give a damn about those. Because I keep hearing this solution for Hollywood going, just make good movies. Just make good movies that we like. Well, that's exactly what they're doing. They're giving you the movies that you like. You are watching these movies not because of the story or the plot. You are watching these movies because you want the stupid based action scenes that these movies provide. And that's what these movies do. And it's like, well, if you just make them good, if you get rid of all of the stupid and you get rid of all of the problems, you could still have a good movie. No, you can't. Because here's the problem. Since you are going to see all of these big budget movies, so you can see all of these stupid based action scenes, you can only have these stupid based action scenes if the movie is brain dead stupid and allows for there to be all of those stupid based action scenes. Take the Fast and Furious movies. If you take out all of the stupid elements of the movie, guess what? You don't get to have any of the stupid based action scenes that is literally the success element of that movie. Well, if you take out all of the brain dead stupid of the movie, you don't get any of the stupid based action scenes, then none of you are going to go see the movie. You can't take out the stupid and problems of the movie, because if you take those out, You take out the reason you went to go see the movie in the goddamn first place. That's why you, the audience, are the reason modern day movies suck. Because you are telling Hollywood, make movies that have a lot of stupid action scenes because that's why we're going to see this movie. Well, the only way Hollywood can make movies that provide you with the stupid based action scenes you all want, they have to make these movies full of brain dead stupid to be able to allow for there to be all of the stupid based action scenes you were going to the movie to see in the first place. And you're telling Hollywood, do that and we'll give you money. And Hollywood's going, okay, let's just make all of these brain dead, sucky ass, stupid movies that are full of brain dead stupid so that we can have all of the stupid based action scenes all of you want from these movies in the goddamn first place. Because Hollywood knows you don't care. It doesn't matter how much these movies are full of brain dead stupid because you have a solution for it. You just turn your brain off. And all Hollywood can do is hope that enough of you morons turn your brain off to be able to enjoy the movie so that it makes enough money. That's it. For all of you who are complaining about anybody that watches a movie that sucks, realize that the reason that movie is making money is not because of the story or because of the plot or because of the acting or because of the cinematography or because of the soundtrack. These big budget Hollywood movies make money based on how many people turn their brain off to be able to make it through the movie. And when you view it through that lens, you then understand why some Hollywood movies make a lot of money and other Hollywood movies tank. The Barbie movie. The Barbie movie made over $1 billion because a shit ton of you morons turned your brain off enough to be able to sit through that movie through multiple viewings. I can bring up certain other recent movies if you want. Realize that the reason any big budget Hollywood movie that you consider a stupid movie that sucks, just realize that the reason it made the money it made is that that's how many people turned their brain off to be able to ignore the stupid and ignore the problems and be able to enjoy the movie for what it was. And by the way, those of you who might hate a certain movie, when you love a certain blockbuster movie that's also full of brain dead, stupid, and problems, guess what? The big budget Hollywood movie that you liked, it made that amount of money because that's how many people had to turn their brain off. That's how many people were willing to turn their brain off to ignore the stupid, ignore the problems, and enjoy the movie for what it was. Anyway, just thought I'd explain why, the Hollywood big budget movies suck and why you guys are the reason. Because God knows nobody else is going to do it, so I have to. Because I'm here for you. I do this for you. It's just the kind of guy I am. And not only that, it's like, because I understand it's just so much easier to, blame the studios, blame the corporations, blame the actors, blame the directors, blame the woke, blame the politics, because, God forbid you actually, establish that you might be part of the problem as well. They say like how does it go? The first step in solving a problem is identifying that you have one, which is why none of you will ever reach step 2, because God forbid you're going to blame yourselves when it's just so much easier to complain about somebody else and blame somebody else for it. Which is also kind of why I was hesitant in even making this video, because it's not like any of you guys are going to admit that you're the problem. Why would you do that when you got so many other, elements or other things that you can put the blame on, even though none of them are actually the issue? Because again, no matter how woke a movie is, just don't watch the movie. But then again, Barbie comes out and it's a woke piece of shit and y'all watched it anyway. So it's not like you guys know what you want anyway. Stop making movies that are full of nostalgia bait. And then they make a movie that's full of nostalgia bait, and what do? You give it $1 billion. So shut up. Shut up. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're full of shit. You're the reason these dumbass movies make a lot of money. Nobody else. The only way any of these brain dead, bullshit, stupid blockbuster movies that you all consider that you all say suck, the only way they make money is because you morons keep buying tickets to go watch them. Because it's not the woke crowd buying the tickets. It's not the politics buying the tickets. It's not the studios buying the tickets. It's not the actors buying the tickets. It's you guys. Anyway, rant over. Got in my system. I'm good. That's it for me. I'm out of here. See ya.